or just give me a moment.
Take your time. Hello everybody. What's shaking? And no, my ass isn't an option. Okay, this is Gay Impact. I was gonna try to stream to Twitch and YouTube, but it doesn't work. And I'm too lazy to switch to uh OBS Studio right now. That and Streamlabs has better VTubing support, in my opinion.
That's because normal OBS is more plugin based. You can get
Yeah.
way better.
I'm like conflicted, and I don't really want to spend money on Streamlabs because it's most of the code is stolen from OBS, even though it's like open source. So
OBS, it's weird. The reason why a lot of people are mad is I believe Streamlabs OBS said that they made like. So one of the things with OBS is you weren't allowed to make any money on it. I believe is one of the things, and
yeah, exactly.
Streamlabs made money, which while basically stealing 99% of the code.
I wonder how they haven't gone under yet.
Because people like you still use them. If I'm being brutally honest.
Oh yeah, fair. Like I didn't even know until like Roy told me that OBS had plugins. Like I had no fucking idea. Anyways, hello everybody. What's shaking? What's poppin'? Anyway, um, ooh. Koi should log on to Genshin. They're giving a bunch of rewards for PlayStation stuff. Being nominated to be in the PlayStation Award or something. It gives 200 Prima Gems per 5 days. Hello, Cameron and Papku. I'm gonna switch to English dub to see if they, yeah. I actually feel so sad that the voice actors have the need to have to put a strike over people using their shit without consent and making money off of it. Like if it was just personal use, I wouldn't really find an issue with it. If you're like making money off of it, it's like that's kind of like where I start finding a problem, in my opinion. That's just me though. I'm just a little unhinged like that, you know. I'm a little stupid like that, if you will. I might also play Withering Waves too, since I missed Withering Wednesday. I love to pull
Ah, you should do it
Aurora.
for next. More content.
Yeah. I want to pull Aurora, but my pity too high.
Nah,
So
he's not as
so am
good
I.
as I thought he would be, honestly.
Hmm?
He's not worth it, on God.
No, you just haven't learned how to use him yet. Nah, don't worry about the pings. It's just annoying being pinged every like 2.5 seconds.
Wherever the tide takes me, so long as the light of the hearth still shines, I'll always have a home to return to.
I blanked out for like 5 seconds. Let me finish this. Oh. I still miss the Felxie event. They should bring it back. I still need to unlock that other statue, the 7.
It's easy to fix a machine when you know how it's built and how it works. But people, they're much more
Wait,
difficult.
Twitch actually archived my stream this time? I thought it wouldn't do that. It never does.
If you look up your account to Amazon Prime, you can set it to always.
Oh, I don't remember doing that, but
Greetings again, everyone. See, Lily, I got the ceremonial sword from the chief.
Oh, let me look up what
But it's
artifacts you
a
need
certain
for
power that's
a
needed
run.
in situations like this.
Here, this should help you. He would be good with Candace, by the way.
Today, right?
Candace or Barbara. So for the time piece, you want attack percent. For the goblin, you want electro percent. For the circlet, you want crit rate or crit damage. And for substats, you want crit damage, crit rate, energy recharge, attack percent, or elemental mastery.
We're gonna wake Leela up, and then ask
And
him
I assume same goes for weapons.
And I've prepared the rest of the tools for the ceremony per.
Good work, kiddo. Then without further ado, let's get started. I give offerings from the mystic smoke, the gift of stars on a moonless night. Glory be to the ruler of death. Fade, fade, fade. Thrice uttered and thrice repeated.
Whoa! Is this one of her magic spells? This whole place suddenly got cold. What's happening?
Keep your voice down. We mustn't disturb her.
We, the children of the Priest King, swear to abide by the ancient pact and tear through the veil of the Night Realm. I am Sidlali. Hear my command. I am the Shepherd of Doomsday. I am Akul Batil.
Oh, look! Leela's spirit is back. It's coming towards his body.
I shall pierce the cloak of night with flintstone and banish all souls that do not belong to the land of the dead. Leela, obey my command and return to the land where the sun shines. Return to your own path.
Did it work?
Huh? Where am I? And who are you? Whoa.
See, Lolly's give him the
I mean,
angry grandma
Priestess
look.
Seat Lolly, please have mercy.
Oh, guilty conscience, huh? So, you know full well what you've done. Do you have any idea how close you were to never making it back? Or maybe you thought life would be more fun as an inanimate object.
I'm sorry, I messed up, and I'll face the
If I gave it say
consequences.
Japanese one look like this and Japanese one. What? Huh? Wait, hold on. This isn't supposed to be behind here. There we go. Hello, spectacular Umbreon.
Oh, you sure about that? Then say goodbye to your parent. Goodbye, Mom and Dad. I've realized I enjoy life as an empty shell so much
Damn.
I've decided to get
No need to be
Grandma
so
to
harsh.
turn me into a stone statue so I can stand guard over her house for the next 100 years.
No, please. Please don't. I'm begging you. I'll never do this again, I promise. Thank you, High Priestess Seat Lolly. Thank you for rescuing me.
Why does he sound like Izuku Midoriya?
Don't thank me. Thank my grandson. If
Uh,
I sensed something was amiss, I wouldn't have bothered getting involved.
I don't know. I would think there's some truth to it because a lot of Japanese girls and guys date foreigners so they can have a green card. It's usually the girls who do it.
Damn. Is that why you're dating me?
I already have green card. Because both of my parents are from the United States of obesity.
And don't mind Granny. She's all bark and no bite.
Or at least I think that's how it works. I don't know, God only knows.
Besides, someone tricked you into doing this, didn't they? That Kokju guy. He's the real culprit here.
No, Mr. Kokuchu had nothing to do with it. It was all my doing. Well, I mean, he suggested the method of using a powerful spirit relic as a meat. I'm sorry. I'm the one to blame.
The brainwashing is strong with this one.
So did Kokuchu provide the relic?
He did. He said it was a treasure related to the marriage of art.
Right, so that proves it. He was using you. He coaxed you into doing the clairvoyance for him.
But I'm a spirit duffer who can't cast a single spell. What use would I be to him? Guys like me couldn't sense a spirit even if we spent the rest of our lives sitting and meditating. But Mr. Kokuchu said that if I brute force the spell and immerse myself in a spiritually rich substance, I might be able to catch a glimpse of one.
Still, brute forcing a spell when you're a spirit duffer is like forcing yourself to run a marathon without any legs. If it wasn't for Seat Lally, you'd have been lost forever.
I know, I'm sorry. It's just... everyone in this tribe is so amazingly talented, and then there's me. I just didn't want to be the odd one out anymore.
I totally understand how you feel, Leela. Some seeds effortlessly grow into beautiful cabbages, while others struggle with all their might and never even sprout. Who knows why this is the way things are? Maybe that's just life. Life is full of things we can't change. I know saying this doesn't change anything either, but I hope it makes you feel a little better.
Let's pause this discussion for now. We need to get you to Matla's for a checkup.
I said I unlocked the other statue at 7. I've been slacking on Genshin lately.
Oh, check it out! The graffiti on the wall is glowing! Masters of the night wind. And by the looks of it, masters of nightlife, too.
Okay, looking good. Seems like this guy got off lightly. Just make sure he eats when you get back. He must be starving.
That's relief. I've heard of cases where people's bodies started necrotizing after they spent too long meditating.
What a horrifying thought!
Anyway, Leela, even though we didn't know each other before all this,
Good evening.
I'm still really glad that you're okay
How
now.
are you been?
Well, maybe you don't know me, but I've heard all about you. The same goes for High Priestess Lali, the Traveler, and Paimon.
Huh?
This might sound corny, but you're exactly the kind of people I've always dreamed of becoming. But it's clear to me now. Honestly, why'd I have to be born a spirit duffer?
Let someone say sorry for the
That's all right,
pings.
really. I'm used
Oh,
to
I
being
was in
useless
this
by now.
person's Discord
Thank you all
server and
for
they would
saving me.
ping me like every 2 seconds.
Auroron,
And it
I
got
think
like
you're
really
right.
annoying.
It's just a fact of life. I promise I won't take another risk like this in the future. I've probably
Griffin
already run out of
Gaming,
trouble
Love
already.
Terror, Trump's buddy. What are you? Huh? Am I unsure? What? Huh? Actually, I might move and fix the chat box. Hold up. There we go. I hope this looks a little better. Maybe I can move this. Wait. What's going on now? Nothing much. I finished drawing my boyfriend's finalized VTube avatar. I could show you later.
People are gonna think I'm torturing you or forcing you to do something. I'm God. I'm gonna
No,
cry.
I did out of my own volition.
I'm gonna cry.
It's on my Twitch if you want to watch it.
It's okay. There's no need to comfort me.
Hey, you little rascal. What are you talking about? Look at me.
Huh? What's wrong, High Priestess Lali?
I said, look at me.
Granny, what are you talking about?
What do you think, Traveler? Another case of happy to help written on...
Hold on. I think
What?
either my mind's playing tricks on me or her entire body is... No, it must just be...
Wait, I know this trick. It's the same one I used a while back. Granny snuck away from right under our noses.
You see? You can perceive some spiritual abnormalities now. Congratulations.
What do you... What Griffin Gaming video? What are we talking about here? I'm so lost.
But where are you going, Granny?
Where do you think? I'm going fishing, you dummy. Someone triggered the trap I set in the cave. Looks like our friend Kokochu took the bait.
What?
Sorry, can't talk now. You'll find me in the cave.
The Goon Cave. It's a baby. When is he gonna get a skin? I'd buy it even if it costs $1,000. I mean, what? Most normal Freminet fan over here.
Yeah.
Return to Leila's cave. I could get skins for Genshin characters. Here, let me show you after this. Let me just skip over this.
I can't believe it. He got away.
Yeah, it's called a modding Genshin.
This is terrible.
Well, yeah, I can mod Genshin and do that, but
Cocky about it.
you can risk getting banned by doing that, even though it doesn't really modify the game, like itself.
This Kokochu must be a
Like it modifies the characters, but not like the gameplay mechanics. So I don't really I don't really get it.
Only person here.
I thought I'd, but I left a mark on.
Oh, so Granny had only pretended to leave the cave when in fact
Oh,
she'd set up a whole.
I have never heard of him because I don't play Final Fantasy or Call of Duty. And I don't plan to anytime soon. I don't really care about either of those IPs, to be honest with you, so.
So just like I. But how did you know Kokochu would come?
Because and sure enough,
So you really did set.
of course.
See?
So, Mr. Kokachu,
That's right. The moment I can, he was counting on.
Oh, so he was.
Yep.
I'm sorry. But
The
either way, Kokchu played us like a fiddle. Huh.
You could say that again. Imagine if he tried to approach the. Although, actually.
because I couldn't risk using.
Was it my fault for I went looking for somewhere with a wealth of spiritual energy when
That's sick.
Yeah, he's napping right behind that wall. I do have some good news, though.
That's great.
Yes, sort of.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Don't worry. Also, Leela,
absolutely. That's completely.
none of us are interested. Granny Eatsley,
So,
what kind of a dump? Auroron, give this guy some less. Leela, put in the work.
amazing. I'm so happy for you.
Okay. We completed it. Yeah, I haven't played Warhammer Metal Gear Solid either. Especially not Metal Gear Solid. I'm not planning on playing it anytime soon because I used to have this friend that would like nag me
Nope,
every
don't
2
mention it.
seconds.
Don't mention it.
Okay, fine. Fine. I gotta. Okay, I'm gonna unlock these other 2 statues of the 7. And unlock the teleport waypoints later. I sent you a guide on how to build a aura rune, by the way.
Okay. I already looked up a guide.
I grew up with Roblox and a lot of 2000s and early 2010s IPs.
My past is so traumatic that I don't even like remember any of the.
And I just sporadically remember them randomly. I'm so Sigma. Can you stop dragging me into quests, please?
Out in here. They totally saw from Earth. Then let's go introduce ourselves.
No, I want to unlock the statue of the 7. What is Oddworld? Enlighten my stupid Gen Z brain. I'll leave my house so it was a video game cabinet and pizza and stay there for hours playing. Oh. I had a PS2 and grew up on rhythm games. Like Dance Dance Revolution and maybe pop-in music, but I don't remember which one. I completely forgot I had that game on an emulator. I should play it. The perks of being a Claymore user. Yo, Koi, you should try getting Razor. Oh, Ultramix? I think I played both the Japanese and American version of Dance Dance Revolution. It's pretty fun. I think the Japanese version has better songs, though. Oh, I want to fight? Okay, time to go right here. I'm gonna play some of the Japanese version songs, but copyright's a bitch.
I don't even know if those songs even have copyright anymore.
Some of them don't, but I don't want to find out the hard way.
Let's look up ones with that down.
I know pop-in music songs, like a lot of them don't really claim you on YouTube as far as I know. But don't quote me on that. A lot of the ones I do listen to don't.
Scared of... Watch out, or you'll get singed. It's raining dream work.
Mind the side effect.
Frost is coming! Get in gear!
There's a lot of treasure here.
Put them in the Discord chat. My favorite song was Love Shine. I also had a Wii. Oh, I have a Wii. I modded it so I can have free games.
What do you mean you modded it?
I meant to say you modded it. I think I'm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I did.
Sure you did.
I think I'm going mad.
I was joking. I was fine if you said you wanted it.
But H, just kidding. I don't know. Oh.
Doing the same things I do, you did all the time. I don't really mind.
I'm not beating the allegations, chat.
What?
Oh, someone said how you got called out.
Ow.
Yeah, I'm getting that chest.
Sort the items by type and store them for future use.
My dog is upset she isn't getting her head scratches. Your dog is so real for that. Let me whip out Farina. There you go.
I have high hopes for this journey.
No, you don't. Clay, did you know Farina doesn't have a final attack?
Did you know I didn't ask?
Did you know that I'm gonna marry you?
No, I didn't. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. I'm so funny.
What? There's a dragon. Coming fire everywhere. Is the area up ahead its territory or something? Oh, I haven't finished reading it. Here's a laugh, though. Who's a laugh? I don't need this goofy Saurian. I could just climb up there myself or use Albedo. Yeah, I'm one of the few people who actually pulled up Beto in the Chronicled Wish banner. How did this happen? Are you okay, traveler? Oh no, where? Let Paimon take a look. Wait, you're not hurt at all. Why'd you have to lie to me like that? Looks like Naviant isn't hurt either. Oh. So that nasty dragon has really flown away this time? Paimon doesn't understand why it kept coming after us. So rude. I don't understand if it were protecting treasure like in the fairy tales, and we'd stolen some of it, but we haven't done anything yet. No! Stop making things up. Paimon hasn't had the chance to think about that yet. Naviant? Did you find something? Ooh, would you look at that? There's a stack of scrolls underneath. Come take a look, traveler. Yep, no one cares. Looks like notes left behind by an adventurer. An ancient city occupied by a violent evil dragon. Could this be what the city was looking at? The note said that by many adventurers entered but never returned. Looks like our dragons already killed plenty of people. The city is called Natlan? Oh, what a strange name. Now that you mention it, we still got this golden and shady. Paimon remembers something about the other discs being in Natlan. But the Saurian Relics Association people said it's forbidden. It's a forbidden area that they're even afraid to enter. I guess we not know why, huh? For the sake of the Jade Return sought by countless adventurers. Guess this person entered an ancient city in search of something. The Jade of Return. Sounds like something pretty sweet. If we can find it, we can make a whole boatload of money.
I'm about to come, oh my god.
Well, you're right, but maybe, just maybe, no one's found it in all these hundreds of years. And so just sat here waiting for great adventurers like us to show up. And look at these massive ruins. Okay. It'll be a shame if we didn't go inside and explore a bit. That was sure spoken with vengeance. Well, no doubt bump into that evil dragon again. And we can't just let it keep hurting adventurers. I'm so dyslexic. It's not even funny. Huh. You sure do get excited whenever we mention dragons, Naviant. Alright then, to Natlan. My vocal cords are in severe agony. There, I can finally unlock this stupid fucking statue of the Seven.
Help.
Okay, let's go see my.
Seven on my statue.
What?
I don't know.
Did I get a new weapon? Okay. No, 2024 deadass. Best year for the channel. Hopefully 2025 is even better, and I think it will be.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. Where
No.
the fuck does it want me to go?
In me.
It doesn't want me going in here, but when I go out, it tells me to go in there, it seems. Am I stupid? Like, oh, yeah, I am. Very much so, apparently. I think it's also my best year mentally for me. Or at least in a very long time. I wonder if anyone did the math and how many voice lines Paimon has had. English.
Probably more than
2025
any
will
other
be
character in the
shining.
fucking game.
Yeah. Nahida has like 1,500 voice lines. Paimon probably has at least 10,000. The reason why the game's so fucking big is because of how many voice lines Paimon has.
Well, I mean, just the Japanese dub downloads like 8
Oh,
gigs.
you're much more
Yeah.
confident now. Seems like when you.
No. I just figured I should do my part, you know?
I spoke to your mom and dad. They were singing your praises. They said the world's your oyster now.
How are things at the People of the Springs base?
There are some casualties, but the overall mood is very positive. I reckon they'll start rebuilding pretty soon.
Same situation for the Children of Echoes.
Still, it's so sad that some people couldn't be saved by the Ode of Resurrection. I think I want to hold a candlelight vigil for them when I get home.
Oh, that's a great idea. Let's do it together.
Let's hope that their sacrifice marks the beginning of a new age for Natlan.
Ah, welcome.
You seem a little out of sorts.
I guess I am. You know, when I was up there in the sky, I could see all of Natlan stretching out below me. I just... If only I'd been quicker. Maybe they wouldn't have... And Koichi. Maybe she'd still... I'm sorry. Now is not the time for that.
Oh, I forgot. Koichi's dead.
Make it a large?
True. My 500-year plan has almost come to fruition. Just one last step to go, namely my final battle against the Abyss. But battle is second nature to me, so I'm not feeling a huge amount of pressure.
It was so awesome. The way you exploded that thing in the sky with one almighty punch. Are you always gonna have that kind of power from now on?
Oh, that was the Divine Throne unleashing my full potential.
People tell me I sound like old Paimon.
I can't wield that power.
And I take it as a compliment because
My body
I
won't be able
prefer
to handle
old Paimon's voice.
Maybe
Likewise,
I sound like
Sigma.
Sigma.
Correct. We dealt the Abyss a critical blow.
How about we explore the area ahead of us later?
Sustain regular invasions.
No, if they hired, for whatever fucking reason, hired me as Paimon's new voice actor, I think my vocal cords would get destroyed.
I hope the people will be able to enjoy. We've had
Name's
so
Ligma
much fun
Digma.
with the Abyss, and it's high time we brought that chapter to a close.
And my voice would permanently get higher.
Anyway, in this war, you were in the thick of it once again, marching along tirelessly, supporting the fighting on all fronts.
I'm sorry.
Tell me,
I immediately thought of Karazai's new song.
why risk life and limb for a cause
Nah.
that's not your own?
In this war, you were in the thick of it. Nah. I feel like a freaking 5-year-old for laughing at that. I'm sorry. caught me so off guard.
Wait, what's this got to do with Paimon?
What I'm really trying to say is, I would love.
I'm in the
for you,
thick
with
of
your
it,
extraordinary
everybody.
sense of justice, to join me.
No, I hope I don't get rehired as Paimon's voice actor. I take any other role except that.
Ever looming threat of the abyss. But I also don't.
Because it would be so time consuming, I don't think I'd be able to record videos for you guys anymore. Because my voice would be sore.
Will be very dangerous, and you have the rest of your journey.
I also have an amount of respect for Paimon's voice actor. For, you know, having to record, like, an abysmal amount of voice lines every update.
I'm sure you must be weary. Sleep well tonight. Let's talk again tomorrow in the speaker's chamber. I'll give you more details on the
I have no clue how she does it. I'm getting canceled. I meant to say they. Don't hurt me.
Getting canceled.
No.
My name's Toad. Dogalicious Dog Shaker.
Unless you want to get punched in the face.
Oh, I forgot How didn't record their voice lines either.
With you, Hal. What?
Oh, this is rich. Won a measly victory, and it's all gone to your head. You'd all be mincemeat by now if it was for the heroic deeds for the almighty Dragon Lord Kuhula Hal.
Alright, credit where credit's due. Here's a bunch of grapes for your trouble.
Don't treat me like I'm your pet parrot.
The messengers are the worst affected. I expect there'll be delays on all deliveries in Natlan for some time. Although, fortunately, a lot of people said they're willing to help out part-time. That should alleviate the situation.
The Collective of Plenty was the furthest from the Abyss's entry point, but it might have been a different story if Chaska hadn't.
I can't do Kinichi's voice for obvious reasons.
That's good to hear. All's well that
Well, what do you know? These are pretty tasty. Oh, serving one more bunch of grapes post-haste.
Okay, Polly. What is everyone doing with Daddy Captain?
I must congratulate you on your efforts during this war. You remind me of the princess. I hope you will see her soon.
Hey, Auroran! How are the Masters of the Night?
Granny Sealali's been there the whole time. I'm sure there'll be some patching up to do.
Do you need support from the Fatui?
Probably not.
Right, because often they look like a bunch of intimidating thugs.
Well, also in my tribe, excessive use of elemental energy is bad for your eyesight.
Oh, right.
Do I have a good Ahau impression? I don't know. I don't think so. I am so confused. What? Don't you hate it when you find a Freminet in your, yeah. I find him everywhere in my house at this point. Sorry, the schizophrenia took over. What?
Yeah, not me.
I almost blushed really hard.
How do you almost blush?
No clue. Mavrika, where are you? Oh, I could just teleport. I'm stupid.
Hey, traveler, Paimon. There you are. I've been looking all over for you.
Oh, hey, Sweet Lolly. What's up?
Listen up. I have something really important to tell you.
What? Are you serious?
Natlan must pay the price for Mawika's use of the Ruler of Death's power. That price is death. And only Mawika's death can clear the debt.
It's Mawika, not Mawika. I'm so
I
confused.
thought that the Ruler of Death might have a change of heart after seeing the people of Natlan come together and fight so bravely. Even now that the war's over and the threat to Natlan is gone, it looks like that death is still set in... I had to know your thoughts.
It's Himiko. And Himiko, is...
That makes me feel a little better.
Hime dead.
Thank you for standing up for us. Oh, and...
She has risen from the dead, but not very long. Not for very long.
I'm sure she's well aware of the cost of
She ain't
using
Jesus
divine
after
power.
all.
But if she finds out that anyone else knows, it could ruin our...
Got it. Mum's the word.
All right, that was the last major item on my to-do list. Now...
Go easy, though, yeah?
Don't worry, I said a drink. That means just one.
Okay, alcoholic. Okay.
Alright, you little munchkin. If you keep pestering me, I'm gonna have to get serious. I get 100 kids a day telling me they want to be the next Pyro Archon. Why should I train you? Nagging isn't gonna accomplish anything. No one can predict the future, and unless you have some exceptional jaw-dropping talent I'm unaware of.
I can shoot those cornflakes in your kitchen from right here.
Don't be ridiculous. You couldn't make that shot from all the way over here? Wait, hold on. You could hurt someone with that. Well, I'll be. The science of the canopy rays 'em tough. That's some real skill you got there, little lady. Maybe you really will be Pyro Archon one day.
See this? I'm the first one of us to get an ancient name. And it's not just any ancient name, but Malipo. If you ask me nicely, there's still time to join my team for the pilgrimage, you know. No need to scowl.
Baby Kinich, just kidding. I know that. I know damn well that's not Baby Kinich.
You want me to...
I'll get my own ancient name soon enough.
Oh, really? Well, good luck with that. What ancient name could beat Malipo in our tribe? Unless... Surely you don't mean Kiangozi?
Why is your in quotation marks?
That was fantastic. Can't believe I beat you in a wrestling match for once. Can't be more than a few days now until you're officially made the Pyro Archon. Imagine me trying to schedule a wrestling session with you after that. Excuse me, Pyro Archon, but would you be able to take a day off from running the nation to wrestle with me? I heard that the Pyro Archon inherits the knowledge stored in the sacred flame. And apparently it can change your personality.
Worried that you won't be able to beat me in a wrestling match anymore?
Why would I be worried about that? Never mind. Clearly I'm just overthinking things. Come on, one more round.
Why do NPCs have such small eyes compared to the playable characters?
To show that actual Asians are less strong.
Oh my god. Mommy, step on me. Wait, what?
What? You never said step on me to me. I'm kidding. I think you have actually.
Yeah. She's actually so pretty. Holy, oh my god.
You're prettier.
No?
Yeah?
I have an urge to pull down those zippers even further. What?
No. What did you just say about the fucking character?
There's two zippers on her back that go past her fucking ass.
Yo, can you get in that outfit for me? Actually, can I
Yeah.
get in that outfit for you where you have the same reaction?
Look at the sky. It's getting brighter at last.
What is the purpose of this other zipper? Your comments are unhinged. Yeah, I know.
Oh, do you love me?
I do.
Walk the righteous
Very
path,
much so.
and the Pyro Archon will guide us.
The victors shall burn bright, while the losers must turn to ash. I have done what is required of me. The rules are now written into the Night Kingdom.
It is still not enough. All this can do is give my people courage. It will not see us through a true catastrophe. If you are to make the Natlanese alone bear the consequences of a broken world, you will have to bring more to the bargaining table.
You are the greediest human I have ever met, and the fiercest negotiator. No other would seriously ask to borrow my power. My domain is death, and its power comes at a great price. The question is, are you prepared to pay?
I need that power. Only a hero can truly wield it, and heroes are not afraid of dying.
No.
Alright, so let me get this. I'm about to randomly vent about, or like, say something. And Deepwoken in my clan, I said a brain rot word twice.
Countless innocent lives
Yeah.
will be claimed in their stead. For only then.
And I get timed out for an hour. Everyone else says brain rot words like 20 times, and they get timed out for 20 minutes.
They just
People
don't
are
like
just
you.
hating.
Yeah, they're just haters.
Yeah, my last clan banned me because I was a femboy.
What?
I'm not even joking.
I got kicked out of a Catholic church for being Asian, so that's not a joke, by the way. So yeah, felt. Recently, they found a crown that's 48,000 years old. It's made out of red ochre. Really? Can I draw with it?
Those are the rules.
Mine is a nation that will not yield to the abyss. As their culture and civilization is transmitted through the generations and their faith grows, the people.
Very well. I shall agree to help you.
Then what do you propose?
Keep this as if I am questioned about it. I will deny all involvement.
That will not be a problem. Thank you. I am glad we could reach an agreement.
Oh god, I just remember one of the pictures I sent to you. Do you remember the time I said you should wear this outfit and it was a succubus from a manga? Do you remember that?
No.
Uh-huh. Sure.
I know you can draw with the crown, but ask, can I draw with it?
As you know, I've asked you to come here to discuss.
I'm feeling freaky.
I'm feeling freaky.
I'm feeling freaky.
Oh, but first, any progress on the.
I feel like I'm the type of person that would unironically do a cover of that song because it goes hard.
Uh-huh.
It's my favorite line in the entire song, though, just because it's funny.
I'm surprised she was willing to help you, and by extension, I'm very grateful to her.
Now I understand why. It could be. It could probably have some goofy shit in it.
Why would the travelers still need one by this point?
That's right. The Abyss has retreated to the depths of the Night Kingdom, a place that has long since been corrupted by abyssal energy. If we don't finish them off and restore the ley lines, the threat they pose to Natlan will remain. The battle we fought yesterday, we may one day have to fight again. This is the fate Natlan has always been resigned to. For thousands of years, we have struggled on the brink of a looming darkness and never known true peace. But this time,
You know, this might sound random, but how did the relationship? How did I go from thinking, oh, I want to?
with the sacred flame, I can protect
Uh,
myself from the abyssal corruption, but
How did I go from wanting to see you in outfits to wanting to see how you would react if I was in certain outfits?
I don't know.
I blame you.
Nobody's allowed to use the crayon outside science. But
I eat
artist,
crayons.
how old are you? 5?
if your ancient name can't be forged, I will go.
Yeah, was that a question for me?
But if it can, I'd really love your help.
Yeah.
Not completely. After
Crayon.
all, the Night Kingdom is still plagued by
Nobody is
Crayon.
allowed. If I can make a copy, can you use my copy of the Okay. I'm the type of bitch that would still like unironically use crayons to draw stuff.
in short,
I'm the type of bitch who would munch on crayon.
but I
Damn, you reverted so back into your life, you brought back your speech impediment from the dead.
Fuck off! I have a speech impediment. I just choose to disable it or not.
Yeah, you disabled it in the game settings.
Yeah, I disabled it in the game settings. If you know, you know.
If you two go there together,
I'm gonna enable you in the game settings.
I'm gonna enable my dick. Actually, I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
A solid chunk of red ochre.
My YouTube lawyers advised me not to finish it.
What about your VTuber's lore of being able to shapeshift any part of his body?
Hey yo, how do you remember that method?
Making him technically a succubus. Not succubus, an incubus. Yeah.
Yeah, intentional.
I wonder if I should even make him one. Or is it like a
yeah,
subspecies of an incubus?
You're a subspecies.
I greatly appreciate it.
There's a period in my life where I had like a pretty thick Japanese accent, but I learned how to hide it pretty well, but it sometimes comes back. Even though I'm older, and I don't really speak Japanese that well anymore.
What do you mean your Japanese accent? I haven't heard anything. What do you mean? This definitely isn't an excuse to hear it.
Like sometimes instead of dollar, I say dollar. Yeah.
Sorry. I didn't. It was just so cute.
Or instead of karate, I say karate. Instead of Honda, I say Honda.
Honda.
Yeah.
Ho! I swat a hoe. Fire!
It is Honda and karate, but you know what I mean. Most American people don't do that for some reason.
Yeah, it's called normal, like, integrating
Supposedly, Inkyu and Succubi were very horrific in folklore. How so? I know that Incubus have 2 hearts. One in the normal place and the other in a suspicious place.
Well, that's like I don't remember if that's the original lore, but I remember the original lore for Succubus and Incubus were really, really, like, actually, like, grotesque and, like, dark. Like, actual Succubus, if I remember correctly, from, like, lore, like, the original stuff, is, like, some horrific creature that doesn't even look attractive. But, like, don't get me wrong, it's still considered, like, a sex demon, but it's not, like, Japanese Succubus out here. If that makes sense. They looked like 1/10 hoes. Yeah. They're like very like unattractive. But I like like I don't mean like that sounds so bad. Like they're just bad at what they were trying to do, or like the exact opposite in appearance of what it is now, at least in like Japanese anime.
They had an appearance of a Gorgon. Oh.
For the sake of
Yeah, a Gorgon.
souls.
That's what I was trying to say. Saying
Yeah, I'm a
saying.
solid 3 out of 10 on a good day, chat.
What do you mean? You're a 9 million out of 10 in my eyes. Ooh. That's not a joke, by the way. I actually believe that. In case you were thinking me was joking. Me was
No, I didn't
not.
think you were joking. Yeah, and you're a 10 billion out of 10 in my eyes.
Nuh-uh. You're infinity out of infinity. Yep, infinity out of 10.
You're infinity out of big like my dick. What?
What? The fuck just came out of your mouth?
I don't know. I have no clue anymore. I think I'm losing my mind, chat.
I'm Ligma. I'm so Ligma about it.
Oh, sweet.
I'm about it.
It's not sweet. It's awful. Just kidding. Yeah, it is.
Damn. I see how it is.
Hey, don't cry.
I'm coming. I mean, sorry, my intrusive thoughts again. Fuck me.
What position?
I swear I have some type of fucking Tourette's. Because whenever my brain stops working, I just start spewing random words. But they're like very select words. They're like out of like a list of like 10 words.
I just have a tick
And I
where I
just
like
randomly say
tilted my
that.
head and said, Kimo, like, Kimo, whatever.
I don't even know what Tourette's is. I don't want to say I have it. Like, I mean, I know what Tourette's is, but I don't want to say I have it because I don't want to be the average person on TikTok.
Real.
That, and if I started saying I have it, my parents would somehow find out and fucking say, no, you don't. They don't even believe. They only believe I have bipolar. They don't believe anything else I've been diagnosed with.
Never show their vulnerability.
I mean, I believe everything. Not in a negative way, but in the sense like you need help, if that makes sense.
Before we carry on, let's get a little further.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my parents seem to have like somehow forgotten how I am off of my meds. And oh my god, when I'm off my meds, holy shit.
Now I'll just hold until
Not
everything's
only
fine.
am I in like immense pain because of like 7 different withdrawals, I'm like fucking hopping off the walls and cycling through so many emotions and dissociating so bad that it like actually hurts my brain.
Ouch. It's only happened to me a few times. You're just autistic, real.
Nah, I'd say that, but my mom's like, everyone's autistic nowadays. And I'm like, I mean, it depends on how you view the definition.
It's because people have gotten better at identifying it.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird, honestly.
Mental health has gotten, yeah. Studying mental health has gotten better. And it's easier to identify autism. And autism's like a spectrum. Like, with me, I have high functioning autism, but mostly like it affects my speech and how I perceive things. But some other people, they are completely unable to talk and function like a normal person, so. But that's like the most extreme cases. But they can also be like extremely intelligent in the math department. Whereas some other autistic people aren't, but are, yeah, it's weird.
where you not only
Elon
demonstrate
Musk is one of
mastery
those people. He has some
skills,
savant syndrome,
but
if I'm
also win the
correctly.
approval of the Kukasaurs. Very few candidates make it through the process. Koyer has spent
Usually
years
see them in
studying
pretty
for
successful
one successful
positions
attempt. Sometimes after multiple
in
failed
life.
attempts to
Yeah,
prove the
we
quality
rule
test
the
to win
world,
Kukasaur's
chat.
approval. People get so disheartened that they give up on their dream to soar. They resolve to quit trying for good.
Well, I'm pretty sure a lot of
The winglet.
the smartest people and like people who had
No, of course
had
not.
like the
They're skilled private
groundbreaking
warriors.
theories that everyone was like, oh no, that he's fucking crazy, and then like 5 years later, 20 years later, it's
They
proven
have a saying.
correct.
Just as the Kukasaur treasures
Yeah.
every feather on its
Like a
body,
lot of those people, I'm pretty sure
so
had
the
some
tribe
type of
treasures each one of its
fucking
children.
mental illness, or at the
I
very
heard like
least,
the
were not
more
sane.
I don't know how true this is, but I heard like the more intelligent or like the higher your IQ is, the more mentally ill that person usually is.
Well, think about it. To think
Making friends
differently,
in
you
real
have
life, oh yeah, it is hard. I met Koi online.
to. Why you have to remind me? Yeah,
This hits even
we
harder in
did.
the
It was
wake of the war.
online school, hilarious.
Yeah.
All of our young warriors carry the
I
future.
don't
Best
even know
best
how
thing
the
that came out of
fuck.
K-12, besides me not
You make
having
it
to
sound
pay
like
attention to my classes.
you make it sound like K-12 like birthed me. Like I just came out of like the fucking Matrix of K-12 and just popped up. It's like, yo, what up, monkeys?
The Kukasaur falls from its
Ligma
nest
digma.
before it learns to fly. It's practically a rite of passage.
Like fuck.
Likewise for the wingless. We until then.
Ligma
all we can
digma,
do is
monkeys.
plan.
I'm so sick.
Okay.
I got touched by mommy K-12.
Well, from the sound of her whistling, her
You were
confidence has
in
been
K-12.
seriously shaken.
Oh, I pity you
So
so
it's going to
much.
respond to a call that's
Okay,
not
this
her
is like gonna be a
Wait, what
tangent.
year? Like how long ago were you in K-12?
This would be like a stupid tangent.
People from my tribe
But like, I
capture their
fucking
soaring
hate the way
companions
K-12
by
teaches
whistling
art.
or blowing
Early
a horn.
2000s.
So it sounds like Koyer was trying to summon a Kukasaur to practice her flying.
Ooh.
But the Kukasaurs are an even
K-12, for me,
they would never
it's
respond
awful.
to a Kukasaur whistle. First she failed the trial, and now she's struggling to even summon a Kukasaur. That's only gonna hurt her confidence further. And getting trapped in that vicious circle is the kind of
Like,
thing that'll
especially if they teach art, like, I really don't like it. They think it's like this objective thing, when it's not. They clearly haven't met a single artist in their entire fucking life. (2002 to 2006). Oh. Yeah, I think just school fell off after COVID happened, in my opinion. School got, like, a lot worse. I used to really enjoy school, but now it's like, I don't know if it's because I've gotten older or whatnot, or, like, more mentally competent. Who knows? Maybe it's the opposite.
Surely there must be something we can.
That's very kind of you. Koyer's flying skills. I'm going to lay low near.
I thought that was a Run flipping around in the water for a second.
Koyer still isn't giving up. Even though Chaska said that she has to do this by herself, Paimon can't help feeling like maybe we can nudge. What if we could get a Kukusaur to fly up to her? That might give her the confidence boost she needs.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I wish K-12 would change, and their art curriculum is definitely one. I cannot stand it.
Early 2000s, K-12 was fun. Like, K-12 existed in the early 2000s? I didn't even think internet was...
I didn't really expect it to be around, like, that long ago. Went to public school in
I don't even think
2007,
the average
that was
person
horrible.
had...
Is this really happening?
I don't even think the average person had internet back then.
I summoned one.
Because computers that had internet back then were, like,
Given up on me completely.
expensive.
Thank you.
Like, very expensive.
Excuse me? I think I know where I went wrong in the test now.
Like, fuck, that was when, what...
Huh? That sounded like a... Hey!
I know it was a thing in the 2000s. It just wasn't as I want to say good because
accessible.
yeah.
Yeah, I know that internet was a thing, but like I mean, like computers were expensive. Like I don't remember. I don't think computers got really accessible until like 2007, or at least more accessible. Because this was back with like Windows 2000 and Mac OS X, like iPod, like BlackBerry phones, like Nintendo Wii. Like
No, Nintendo Wii was 2006.
Oh yeah.
It was GameCube.
Like this was back when digital cameras and portable DVD players and like portable music were like just popping up.
I remember
Yeah.
people freaking out over yeah, real.
You know, I almost thought about giving up, but I'm glad I didn't.
I remember people
I
in
have
the
a
late
Windows
2000s.
XP virtual machine.
I had a Windows XP laptop. Original one too, from way back
Oh.
then. But I
I
forgot what
remember when
happened.
I was like a little tiny Haruka, like baby Haruka. My parents had a Windows XP computer.
Oh, the traveler, huh? So that's you.
What was kind of crazy in my opinion was that like
I'm closer to being wingless.
If I could find a picture, I know there's a picture of my parents, and you could see it in the background.
You look so familiar.
send me in DMs. Don't show it on stream. Don't leak that shit.
I don't even think I have it. I don't even think I have that picture of me anymore.
It's not surprising that you've seen him around.
But
And
like
I do have pictures of tiny Haruka, but yeah.
back then, like
Here you are. I've been looking everywhere for you two.
Probably best I don't like that shit, cause
I think
yeah, reasons.
in the early 2000s, from like 2000 to like 2008, holy shit. Technology increased development speed by like 50 times just in those like 8 years.
Yeah.
We went from like very expensive computers and like the thought of a handheld phone
This was entirely our mistake, and I
being like good. Like back then it was like flip phones and shit.
These people you're with,
But like CPUs went from having like below a gigahertz of clock speed to like 2 gigahertz. Went from like 256 megabytes of RAM to like 4 gigabytes.
Plus, you've already made quite a name for yourself.
Yes. Don't you just love it when you're playing Genshin on your computer that has 1 megabyte of RAM?
That includes food, right?
Of course it does.
Yeah, I feel like someone has tried playing Genshin on a fucking Atari phone.
Well, I mean, like,
Besides, we still owe you for your help during the war.
like there were phones in the 1990s. Don't get me wrong, but I'm talking about like that was like Nokia's.
Smartphones.
Yeah, like Nokia's, Motorola, like the unbreakable Nokia phone meme came from that. Yeah, brick phone was hilarious.
My old phone was a reincarnation of Nokia brick phone.
Not brick phones. When I first found out they existed, I started laughing so hard. Cause like that size now, I could build a gaming PC in that size.
Sure thing. Okay. Let's meet by the obsidian totem pole.
Okay.
Like I'm not even joking. I can build a gaming PC like 1,000 times better than the brick phone. Like stronger
$1
and
per minute in the 80s to make a cell phone call.
That Kukasaur who responded to
yeah.
Assuming by 80s standards, that'd be like, or at least by today's standards, that'd be like $5 to $10. Cause inflation is kinky.
More like, well, you. So I figure you must have been pulling.
Thank you, Daddy Biden.
When Koyer asked for a ride.
Daddy Biden is.
Judging by the look on your face, that was a welcome intervention. It's all right. If you'd rather your hidden talents remain hidden, I respect that.
Oh yeah.
I'll press you for answers, and I'll.
It's a me, Mario.
The kind of person I'd still
Mario wants to get freaky.
I think the end's
Mario wants to get freaky.
She just like if you hadn't intervened,
The fuck? Why can't I hear anything?
Oh, you want death for me being too freaky.
No, man, on YouTube. It was spazzing out.
Anyway, if you're free now,
I love spazzing out. What do you mean?
tour I promised.
I wonder how Genshin Impact runs on like a really bad computer. Genshin Impact on 12-year-old laptop. So this would be 14 years ago, technically.
I saw a Reddit post of someone playing Genshin Impact on a Windows XP computer somehow. I don't mind asking on Discord call. I think I'd be weird to explain it in detail. Nah, it wouldn't be weird. Yo, Koi, wanna join my Discord server voice chat?
Sure.
Okay. I am in the voice chat.
Digma Digma.
It's not Jingyun, it's Hanchan. Okay. Cool, okay. Yeah, I need something to talk about because I'm a professional yapper when I don't need to be a professional yapper. But I'm professional shut the fuck upper when I don't need to be professional shut the fuck upper. Yo, Zane, what's shaking?
You hear me now?
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn this off so that I could actually hear you guys a little bit better. Right now, I've just
I did
found a
not
piece.
expect them to sound like this.
I've actually just found a piece of white ochre today, so I'm actually really excited about that.
Make a crayon out of it and mail it to my house. What?
Nah, I eat crayons.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna save this stuff for myself because this stuff's actually really rare. I found it under an overhang right by my house. It's awesome stuff.
Fire.
Yeah, fire.
Yeah. It's like, so I own 4 miniature donkeys, and I was cleaning out their pen the other day of this old barbed wire that was actually just set there from when our neighbors were actually growing marijuana. And so
smoke weed every day.
I had found it. Yeah, I had found it under an overhang, and I'm like, get out of here. This can't be real. And so I just started drawing with it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is real. This is actually white ochre. So, yeah, I know I'm like, cheesing over rocks right now, but that was like really cool to me.
These people are here as our Katini.
Yeah, I bet.
Kopak. There's in Yatlan.
Just real crumbly stuff.
Sorry about those kids.
Can you hear me fine?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
This is a volcano cake that
Oh, wait, are you talking about the clay stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like a. So from what I had read about ochres, is essentially like oxidization, kind of like rust that builds up over time.
Yeah.
And so what happens is over millions upon millions upon millions of years, you get this kind of rust formation that builds up and builds up and builds up on other rocks. And that's pretty much what ochres are just this, kind of a really, really thick plaque of sediment that builds up on stone.
I see.
Yeah. So that's where you get things like red ochre, which is essentially just a bit of really, really hardened iron oxide or rust that has been built up over generations.
Say iron because I've been to Hemis before, and the sand there's red because of the iron, because the amount of iron in the dirt or whatever.
Oh, that place looks amazing on film. I've never been there in person, but I always wanted to.
Oh, I have been there in person. It looks even better in real life.
Where I live is right on the way to Yosemite National Park. So I frequent there almost damn near every other weekend.
I'll explain everything later.
So we find a bunch of interesting things. Is that TMI?
No, not really.
Oh, cool. Yeah, right now I'm just cooking some food, taking care of my dogs. Like I just posted a picture of one of my dogs. She's looking at me right now going, I want food.
I feed my
Oh,
dog
look at your
people food. That's safe for dog consumption. I know better.
Yeah, I feed my dog turkey from Thanksgiving because she likes it.
I feed my dogs turkey, ham, like,
Well, they also get
basically
natural
anything.
kibble because
Kibble as
they'll
well.
always get kibble.
I feed them
Kibble,
like
kibble,
dog food,
kibble.
but yeah, you also get treats every day. They're a little chubby. They're not like chubby to the point where they can't move. Like they can still like go faster than me. But
Oh, I bet. Yeah, I got one dog that's almost shit. I'm trying to figure out how old he is. We had him when we were in middle school, and he's still alive to this very day. He's from one
oh
of the litters
damn.
from. Yeah, he's so we've had multiple litters in my household of dogs. Right now, I've got some that are half border collie, half walker hound mixes. There's only 2 that are still remaining from one of our litters from. This is going to be like right around 2007 or 2008 to 2011 litters. He's one of the 2011 litters.
I see. So if I do
So
my math
he's a
correctly,
real.
he'd be 13 or 14 years old.
Yeah, he's an old puppy dog. His name is Chop. I named him that because his mouth, whenever he eats, sounds like he's saying chop, 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 chop.
That's cute.
Yeah. And then my other dog, she's the smallest of all the dogs right now. She's the one I posted a picture of. Her name is Dinky. She's the one that's looking at me right now. There, Dinky. Yeah, you want this turkey. Don't worry, you're gonna get in a minute. Okay, I'm just preparing some kibble with turkey for my dog because I know how much she likes it. And I'm gonna turn the turkey leg bone into a flute.
Well, how big is the turkey leg?
I ate a
honestly,
sugar cane like a month ago.
You know, I always try to eat sugarcane whenever I go to the Hmong New Year in Merced, but it's really, really tough on my teeth. I don't know what is up with that. It's like really, really fibrous.
Yeah.
What are you
Oh
supposed
yeah,
to
it
do
is.
with the
I
fiber?
think Koi also had some because my stepdad got some
Yeah, I
when he
also
went to my
got some.
step-grandma's.
Are you supposed to spit out the fibers or do you swallow them? Because I swallow
I
the
just
fibers.
chew it like it's gum.
Yeah.
Oh, I just eat it whole and then I swallow it while trying not to chew it as much as possible. And I was like, gosh, this is really unpleasant. How do you guys like eating this?
I mean, I got told to just chew on it and then just have the juice or like the liquid that comes out, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I almost
Like, that
started
reminds me of the first-
giggling. I need to grow up.
Oh. You need to what?
I almost started giggling after Koi said that. I think I need a maturity check.
Wild.
There's nothing wrong with giggling after that because that's actually a really kind of funny story.
It's all right.
Like, I got a really funny story for both of you.
No, what is it? What
a
is
while
it?
ago,
Back then.
so a while ago, I had crawdads for the very first time in my life, right?
Yeah.
And I was eating the crawdads, and I stick the whole crawdad in my mouth, shell and all, and I just start eating it. And the guy who's like cooking the crawdads, fucking horrified, looks at me. And he's like, "You're not supposed to eat it with the shell." And I'm just sitting there embarrassed, going like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that." He's like, "Yeah,
I love
Yeah,
eating shells.
it was so weird." My dad starts laughing at me because he's like, "Yeah, you're not supposed to eat the whole crawdad." Yeah, my dog's like,
I mean, I
"Don't worry,
eat the
I'll be
tails of
fine."
shrimps because I'm unhinged like that. So
I got my dad. I haven't had shrimp since because I'm so like I got PTSD from it. But like I had shrimp and I ate it, and my dad like yelled at me, being like, "You're not supposed to eat the tail." And I'm like, "What did I do wrong?" Like, It was a very,
I was
very
also
bad
told not to eat the
experience.
tail, but I do it anyways because fuck you.
Yeah.
One of my favorite dishes of all time is shrimp cocktail. When you get like the margarita sauce with the shrimp and then you dip it in. Like, that's arguably like one of my favorite
Shrimp is
dishes
my
of all
favorite
time.
seafood to eat besides like natural tuna and salmon. Fuck canned tuna though. That tastes awful.
One of my favorite types of fish to eat would have to be what is that one? It's like it's hard to describe. I think it's like a I don't know how to describe it now that I'm thinking about it. Yellowfin, that's what you call it. It's called yellowfin tuna, right?
I think I had a Japanese caught tuna like a few years ago. And before that,
Oh,
it
really?
was when
How was that?
I still lived in Japan. So
And how long did you live in Japan for? I'm actually kind of curious about that.
until I was 4 years old.
Oh, okay. So
I don't remember much because my parents won't tell me
I don't.
much about it because they don't remember much either. And
I don't
I
remember
was
much
like a
about 4
baby
years old either.
basically, so I don't remember much either.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like I can't remember Jack Diddley squat from when I was 4, except for hold on, I'm trying
Boogers
to remember.
in your
Oh
mouth.
yeah,
Just kidding.
what? Okay,
Wow.
yeah. These comments progressively get more and more unhinged as time goes on. Wow, that's insane. But nothing wrong about it.
No,
You just
I've
catch
said
me off
far
guard.
worse.
I eat pain.
Oh yeah, I bet. I bet. And it's
If you
like,
met me when I was 14, I said the most off the wall
Yo,
shit
by the way,
ever.
Zane, do you have lead-based paint? I need some. I hear it's really healthy.
now what's really weird is I have actually found lead flashing before when I was going through the wreckage of one of the houses in my hometown that was firebombed as of recently.
Oh damn.
Damn, what the fuck?
So apparently it was like a lawyer's office, and somebody was pissed at the lawyer, so they threw a bunch of Molotov cocktails at the house and set it on fire. And then they were redoing the roof, and they pulled all the lead flashing out. And then I got a law book from that place that actually had a whole thing on arson law. So now
The
that's a
irony.
part of
Ironic.
my weird little collection. So that's a weird bit because I work for law offices, and so there's like a ton of
Oh,
law
so does
offices
my
in our
mom.
area. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's like I work in the wonderful field that is law. Isn't that fun?
The
Nah,
best
if I
part
worked
working
in
law
law,
offices is
I'm
that
so
everyone there is so
scared.
scared to break the law that they treat you nicer, is what my mom said.
It depends where you're at, because sometimes they just know the law a little too well, and then they'll like be like, "Oh yeah, well I know this better than you," right? And they have that snob attitude sometimes.
Oh nah, my mom's work ain't like that.
I'd be scared to work at a law office because if I like mess with someone, like, and they didn't like the fact of like the work I did, or they didn't like how I didn't agree with their opinion, I'm afraid I'd randomly get like killed.
Actually, working at a law office is great. It's fun. Everyone there is super duper chill.
Yeah.
Everyone's very, very
I went to work with
nice.
my
They're
mom
very
one day, and I
pleasant.
think after I grad storyboard artist.
Oh, that's gonna be cool. I like that. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like it would be really fun. Yeah, it's an interesting
Either
field. I'll tell
that
you
or
that right
work
now.
at my mom's law office for extra monies.
Is your mom a lawyer?
No, she's not. She's a legal assistant.
LA. Oh, okay. Makes sense.
She only went to school until 6th grade though, so I'm surprised she even landed that job.
Well, I'm sure she got her GED at least.
No, she didn't.
I'm pretty sure she's a brilliant woman, and that's how she got the job.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Pure
is.
merit.
I think she also used to work for like
Yeah.
AOL and stuff.
See, that's another good indicator. She's probably got that, AOL skill set. Dial up broadband. Beep boop bop boop. Okay, remember when I was a kid, that was
I think
like
AOL was a
one
thing
of the
until
most
like
common
a few
sounds.
years ago. It got shut down.
My mom still has an AOL account. I have an AOL account.
I don't remember what it said. It's like weird. I think
It's
like
like I use
the
AOL
OG. I
still.
think the OG one got shut down. But I don't remember what it said. Saw a
No,
Reddit
no,
post
no.
about
It's
it.
like I think AOL had at one point like a search engine like Google or something, or it was like a quasi social media Yahoo kind of thing, and then they shut that down. But I know that like you can still open up an AOL account today. Like I know that's possible because I did that back in like the early 2000s. I had an AOL account,
I
and I still
see.
have it somewhere on like one of my computers. One of my many computers that's just lying around the house somewhere. And I'm just like, oh geez, I gotta go through an entire mess that is my room, and I gotta clean that out soon. So that's gonna be pretty fun.
I'd love to clean my room, but there's like a 90, actually, there's a very strong chance I find multiple black widows and mountain recluses.
In my room, I've got multiple deer antlers that my dogs brought back home. I've got an Apache basket from the 1950s, a bunch of old Ben
I have
10
a 200-year-old
figurines,
piano
and clothing. Okay, that's badass. Okay, I want to know
and
where the
a
hell you got the 200-year-old
130-year-old dentist
piano.
chair.
The oldest thing that I currently own today would be what's called a Neuvi Cadiz bead.
What
And
is
I
that?
only own one of them. So, you remember the time of Christopher Columbus?
Oh yeah.
He brought over about 50,000 beads with him on his first ever expedition. And I found one of them.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I paid a pretty big price for that one bead. And it's a tiny little blue bead that was one of the very first ever European export items to the Americas.
That's coolio. I also have a thing of
Yeah, I
snake
mean,
skin that's hung up in my living room that was brought by a Middle Eastern prince to my step grandma.
okay, that's fucking cool shit.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
actually
it
beats
is.
my that beats my bead by a landslide. That is so cool. I shot a rattlesnake and I used its skin for my bow. I just backed my bow with its skin. That was pretty cool. Yep. Hold on, I gotta cut this turkey leg again. I'm gonna put my phone down real quick. Can you hear me?
Alright. Yeah, I can hear
You, man. We get rattlesnakes really, really commonly out here in California. So oftentimes you'll just find them in your front yard, coiled up in like little
Yo, what up?
landmine strip.
I'm gonna bite you.
Yeah, pretty much. Either that or they're dead quiet. Like the babies are always super duper quiet, but the adults, they'll tell you they're there. And they'll be like, tread on me and see what happens, buddy. Because I'm right here and I am not afraid to get you. But the little babies, they're like, if he doesn't see me, will he just step over me? And oftentimes my dogs will alert me to where the babies are at. And I'll be like, oh, no, I got to pick you up with a shovel and put you on the other side of the fence. So you don't,
Seriously. I hate baby rattlesnakes.
They're like little fucking landmines. I walk around with flip flops on or just barefoot throughout the majority of the year. And so sometimes whenever I do find them, it's often like I'll feel it by
Majority
my
of the
foot.
year I
and I'll
wear
just be
like heels or platforms, so
you what?
I usually wear heels or platforms. I don't wear open toe shoes.
I can't stand wearing open toed shoes. I tried it for a few years. I hated it. I prefer to wear all open toe or some sort of moccasin. I really like moccasins. I've always liked moccasins ever since I was a child.
I
I'm
wear
really
clothes
not
like
good
a
with outside.
fucking anime girl, like loafers, Mary Jane's, platforms.
You know
The
those like
style that oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you guys.
It's fine.
No, it's okay.
You know the wooden Japanese sandals?
Oh yeah, I got a pair of them. I got one pair like when I was 5. I loved them. I don't
I
remember
love
what they're
to
actually
get
called.
them. They look so nice.
They got like one they're like a T-shaped sandal, right? And it's a bitch and a half to try to walk in them for the very first time. Like I remember I ate shit the first time I ever tried to walk in those sandals. Like boom, face forward on the ground
Oh.
in Chinatown, San
Yeah,
Francisco.
Geta and
And
clogs
I
are
had a
hard
bunch
to
of aunties
walk
laugh at
in.
me. Oh man, that was super embarrassing. I remember that like very vividly. I tried to wear the sandals out of the store and I landed face first on the pavement in Chinatown, San
Ouch.
Francisco. And like you just see this one Asian auntie just laughing at me, and I'm like, oh motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, it's
I'd
like, gosh,
honestly
yeah,
start laughing with if it was me who
yeah.
fell down.
It's like, gosh, it's like adding salt to the wound, man. That was definitely
I
an
tried showing my
interesting
Asian
experience. I'll tell you.
cousin like my Japanese back when I was like 12, and he started laughing at me hysterically.
What did you say to him? Like,
I don't remember what I said to
arigato
him, but I
gozaimasu?
tried speaking Japanese with him, and I remember he started laughing hysterically because of how rusty my Japanese was.
I like looked up online once how to speak Japanese, and I think I can speak like I could say hi and bye. Like it's
Konnichiwa,
konnichiwa,
konbanwa. Yeah.
konnichiwa.
Moshi if you're on the phone.
What does sorewa mean again? I can't remember what the fuck that means.
It's like saying, if I remember correctly, this is or this thing.
Like
Sorewa.
like sorewa kuma. Like I know how to say this is a bear. Sorewa kuma. Because I actually learned that. I learned that to tell tourists when they're going up to Yosemite, not to go down a certain
It's
trail.
Yosemite. I always say Yosemite because goofy Japanese accent. Go bear.
Oh, I've met plenty of Japanese people up in Yosemite. I want to be able to speak a little bit better because I do flint napping demonstrations up in Yosemite National Park. If you were to look on my YouTube channel, I actually posted videos of that a while ago. I post videos once every year. But if you ever catch me up there, I will be doing mostly flint napping demonstrations and showing off to tourists like what people's back in the day used to do up there. The people who ran that territory which is Yosemite National Park, is the Southern Sierra Band of the Miwok Nation.
Miwok Nation.
They're pretty
just
cool
kidding.
people.
Yeah, I bet.
No, they're called
If
the
I want to go to
Miwok
California,
Nation.
I want to go to somewhere where I can like go on an expedition, preferably in a cooler time of year, because I don't handle heat well at all.
So stay out of Southern California then, because you're gonna fucking hate that out there. It's dry, it's hot, and everything wants to kill you in terms of wildlife. You'll find scorpions, rattlesnakes, mountain lions.
Here there's centipedes. Centipedes,
Yeah, we got
hyenas,
those too.
coyotes.
Well, out here in my neck of the woods in California, we have the Great Tarantula Migration. So it's a time of the year where fucking all of the tarantulas in like a buffalo-sized stampede will walk across the road to go to their breeding grounds. And you just see on the road for a good solid chunk
I didn't know
of the year,
spiders would have
tarantulas.
free goths, but okay.
It's fucking weird. I don't know how else to describe it, but you just find them everywhere. Like there's just a part of the year where they like move from west to east to go do their whole breeding thing for the next whole offspring, and you just see tons of them. Like they're in a pack, like a zombie horde, but of just spiders, and they're just going one direction. That is the most insane shit ever. I remember one guy, he was riding his motorcycle through the area, and I'm like, you do not want to go down that trail right now, buddy. He's like, fuck you, I can do what I want. And he goes down, he comes right back. He's like, you didn't tell me about that. And I'm like, I didn't want to tell you about that. I told you don't go down there. Because they were on the
I think I
road
witnessed
in
something
such
similar,
big
except it was a
numbers.
bunch of bats coming out of a cave when I went to Carlsbad.
Oh, that is such a cool location. Never been there either, but I love the picture.
Yeah, I went down the cave. I went down the Carlsbad cave. I stayed at a hotel, like a comfort inn.
that's so
I
cool.
stayed at a cave, and I found like bats. I found a bunch of cool. I have a bunch of pictures actually.
I eat
Okay, post them. Post them
No,
on the Discord. I
eat
actually want to see
bats.
the pictures. Did you know you can actually eat bats? They're, from what I've heard, really, really rich. So I've talked to like one Australian Aboriginal dude who ate like those big fruit bats, like the ones that you can find down in Australia.
I guess.
Yeah, he ate a bunch of them when he was a kid growing up. And he told me that the meat is like really thick and really rich in like just a really powerful flavor. That's the only way he described it to me. And he said that his uncle and his father would hunt them with sticks. They would just grab a random stick off
I
the
would
ground and just
eat bats, but
throw it at the
I wouldn't
bat.
help the stereotypes.
I mean, what stereotypes?
That Asian people eat bats and that's what caused COVID to spread or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want.
You know that's not true. We all know that's not true. It was
Yeah.
invented in a lab and was spread that way. Oh no, wait, is that PC to say?
I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah, me
No.
neither. Like at this point in time, I'm always telling people it's like, dude, it is physically impossible for bats to have originally carried COVID the way that it was able to spread. You would have assumed they would have done it decades before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Right.
that is true.
Yeah, this is a brand new strain of COVID. This is not like SARS or swine flu or bird flu, which they had to be transmitted in other ways. This is a COVID virus, which is a totally different thing. And this was way more transmittable than any other variation of SARS ever to exist. I mean, SARS and COVID are pretty much the same thing. But it's a bit of a difference. I know one
I had
person.
COVID twice. It just felt like having allergies.
Lucky.
I had it. And I was fucked up for about a solid week.
But it made me
I was
lactose
out of commission
intolerant
when I
for
got
like a year or two.
it. For me, I couldn't breathe, and I was having vivid hallucinations.
Yikes.
That was very fun.
I don't think there's a day where I go where I don't have them, but whatever.
Valid.
Yeah, it's very interesting when you have different responses to the same exact damn virus. I don't know what it is about people, and I don't know what it is about viruses, but we all are different. We are all different when it comes down to a virus.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what I have. Like, I've had pneumonia really bad, and I lived through that.
I remember up in my area, we had the Black Plague because some idiot ate like wild hogs, and they didn't know it carried the
Ew.
Black Plague, so every kid in my area got the Black Plague.
Ugh.
Like the original bubonic plague from like medieval Europe and shit. That
Ew.
was something else. That was interesting. I'll tell you what. That fucked me in the worst possible way you could imagine. That was horrifying.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, people always ask me, "Hey, what was it like having a black plague?" I'm like, I don't really like talking about it. It was horrible.
I've had pneumonia. I had a scare where I thought I had to get a hysterectomy when I was 13.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Damn, at 13?
Yeah, at 13.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible. That is such a
Yeah.
young age to be having that type of a scare. Because it's like,
Yeah.
I don't even know what the hell is going through your head at the time. That must have been traumatic.
Yeah, it was. Thankfully, I didn't have to go through with that. And that would have
Good,
messed with
good.
my development even more. Because 13 is a vulnerable
bet.
age, like, puberty-wise. Not having, you know, your sex organs
Yeah.
would probably mess you up even more.
Yeah, that's.
I know my mom had
definitely
it.
confirmed.
Like, it made her, like, goofy.
I bet. Man. There you go, Dinky. Here's some food for you. My dog's eating some turkey right now. She's like in heaven of turkey. Okay. Now, as you were saying about your mom,
Yeah, she had a hysterectomy. It made her, like, goofy for a while. In terms of, like, hormones and stuff. She had to take supplements for a while. And she also had a hernia during that time, too.
let me guess, was it a herniated disc?
I don't remember. Like, 2 parts of her stomach were, like, split open.
Because I know that like a lot of people in my area get like herniated discs or like parts of their necks get really bad hernias.
It's It's a difficult thing to like explain. It's like two parts of like your stomach muscles were like completely like spread apart. I don't remember exactly what it was.
That sounds a little bit more like something else other than a hernia.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
remember
I don't know
exactly
what
what
the
it
hell
was
that
she
would be.
said, so take that with a grain of salt.
Oh, good news. I actually found one of my old obsidian knives.
Ooh. I also have
Yeah.
arrowheads in my house that we found.
Oh,
and
did you actually find
shark
yours?
teeth.
Okay, that's a badass find if you actually found shark teeth in
Yeah,
Utah.
shark teeth, gold. Yeah, I went to
Or-
Shark Tooth Ridge and that's where we found them. We would
Oh,
find
that is so
like little
freaking
fruit
awesome.
cakes of rocks and we'd peel them out of the rocks.
Yeah, I just know how to make stone arrowheads. That's about it. Like you guys know how to like make computers and shit. I'm still like stuck in the Stone Age. That's my like technological like capabilities. Like if you give me a rock and say, "Can you make an axe out of it?" I'd probably tell you yes.
And my stepdad's the same way. He knows like literally everything except technology.
Does he like know how to hang a picture?
Yeah, he can do like bathrooms by himself. He can
Yeah,
yeah,
like
he can do
that's
bathrooms by
technology.
himself. He can
He-
redo floors and walls.
oh my gosh, so he's an awesome handyman.
Yeah, all by
He's a
himself.
handyman.
Better than a team of like 5 people doing it.
Same. He's got
He
just
knows
a different
plumbing
level
too.
of technology.
Electrician. Yeah.
No, like those are all pretty damn high tech on their
Yeah.
own. Yeah, like I consider all of that being technologically advanced
He's
if he could
almost
do all that.
60 too.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Like he's like right up there in terms of like epicness already. That's actually pretty cool.
He
That
doesn't need
reminds
to
me of
hit the
one of
gym. The gym hits him.
now if he hit the gym, he'd probably break it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Reminds me of one of my uncles. He's really good at like doing tile flooring and stuff like that. And he had learned it from a very, very young age when he lived at the camps.
Mm.
That was pretty cool. It was like, oh yeah, in my hometown we actually have an old camp for the Japanese, and we have camps for older waves of workers who would come in. I wonder if you're kind of curious about any of that.
Oh, I think I remember like my ancestors, not like far back, but like back in World War II, a lot of my ancestors that were
Yep.
in America got sent to the prison camps and shit.
Yeah, I actually have visited one of them before. That was a very sobering
Yeah.
experience for how shit can really de-escalate fast. Like I was there and I was like listening to some of the accounts. One of my teachers in high school, actually, her father was in one of those camps, and she told me a lot of the experiences from his perspective. She was like saying, you know, like how you have like bathroom stalls, how you have like the
Yeah.
bottom of the stall door that's like see through, so you can like look under it.
Yeah.
Pretty much that's what every wall in the entirety of his campsite was like, is you could like see under each of the walls. And it was like being in a giant bathroom stall from what she had described it as. And everyone was like really polite. Nobody really fought at all in the camps. They were just kind of like, I don't want to be here, but I'm not really gonna like raise a fuss. That's essentially how she
Yeah.
described it.
Japanese people, like in general, just don't like raising a fuss because, you know, we like peace. We don't like causing shit. Most of us, at least.
Right. That was a little bit different from us Irish.
I see like American like Karen reels. I'm like, how do you, what?
Yeah. I've actually had a Karen in my fucking neighborhood. She was an asshat. She would shine
Oh,
flashlights
I've
at
dealt
my
with my
fucking
fair share of
dogs.
Karens. Plenty, actually.
Fucking get this. So in the middle of the night,
Most of them
sometimes
are
my dogs would
racist.
howl whenever.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Hold on. You got to explain that one in a little bit more detail. You're what?
Yeah. I've dealt with, one time I was door dashing like a few years ago.
Okay.
And like we delivered this pizza to his guy, like put incorrect directions towards his trailer. He said it was like orange when it was actually blue. And we like pointed that
Asuri.
out, and he was wondering why it was taking so long. He started like cussing me out, and he called me like a fucking chink and to tell me like go back to China or some shit. Yeah, it was
Oh my fucking
interesting.
God.
And he tried beating me up
horrible.
too. That was fun.
I am so sorry that happened to you. That is, nobody should ever go through that. I'm genuinely sorry that actually happened to you.
Nah, it's fine. I've been through far worse.
Uh-huh. Yeah, but holy shit. Yeah, I don't really. Oh no, wait. Yes, I do have a couple of racist things that happened to me.
Tell
a
me
couple of times.
your stories.
One time I told a guy to get the fuck off of my window, because he was trying to camp out on the windowsill of my store, because I owned a store at one point in my life, and he
Oh yeah, I
straight
remember
up
you told me.
unironically, yeah, he straight up unironically called me the N-word, because I get really dark in the summer, right? He's like, you look like you're part N-word. I could tell you're an N-word. Okay.
If you're gonna be
And then he's
racist,
like-
at least do it correctly.
And it's pretty funny because I'm actually like 14% Nigerian or something from an ancestry DNA test. So the guy was actually kind of spot on with that one. So that was
Oh,
pretty
that's
interesting. That was the very first. Yeah, that was the very first time I was ever called the N-word in my life.
People also
And that was
like to call me the N-word for some reason, even though I'm not black like at all.
I mean, I've heard few healthy, wholehearted, different versions of the name N-word before in my life. You have math N-words, you have sand N-words, and then you have prairie N-words. So you want to know where all of those people are from, or what groups those are supposed to be? I'm pretty sure you could guess at least one.
Nigeria?
So the first one, math N-words, are supposed to be Asian people. That was what one guy told me. Then another time I heard
It's
the word
inaccurate.
prairie
I'm
N-word.
if it wasn't for ChatGPT, I'd be failing algebra too.
Makes sense. Makes sense. I still gotta come up with a lesson plan for you. I was originally thinking about doing something that would really get people's attention, like Breaking Bad, how to move a shitload of meth, but in algebra. And I thought that would be a great lesson plan because that would get a lot of kids' attentions. But I also thought
kids
that
nowadays
might
are
be...
in the drugs.
Pretty much. It's like, I thought that would be a terrible idea because it's like, okay, that's a little too much. Like, it's funny for the first minute, but then after a while, you're just like, I don't know.
One time I was in a geometry class, and she was like, SSA or ASS isn't like a postulate. And I said, yeah, I said the booty postulate isn't a thing.
Oh my fucking gosh, that's awesome. Straight up, that's funny. That's a good one because that's like a pun almost. That's a very poignant observation. Teacher should have given you a gold star.
Yeah.
Just like popped it
Yeah,
right
she
off the
did.
thing and stuck it right on your forehead.
She was laughing
It's
for like a
yeah,
solid 2
perfect.
minutes.
Oh yeah, I would too. I would totally too. I'd be like A+, perfect. You don't need to take this class anymore because you're funny as shit. Go be a comedian somewhere.
I would make Pink as a comedian. What was that voice crack? I think
there's,
my
like, for
voice
me-
absorbed the amount of crack the fucking Galapians have.
I don't even know what a Galapian
Koi would
is.
know.
Yeah, Gallup, New Mexico is a wonderful place. Everywhere you see, there's people getting high off of fentanyl and shit.
Hey, we had a guy the other day straight up OD on the sidewalk. I watched that happen. That was fun.
I imagine.
It was
Lovely.
like he was okay for like 1 second, and then all of a sudden he put his head back and he just kind of like sat in this position for like a solid 5 minutes, and I'm like, "Are you okay? Should someone call an ambulance?" He's like, "Oh fuck yeah, he just did what's called a Fetty Wap, which means that he overdosed on fentanyl." That's what a lot of like the crackhead gangbangers in my area call it. They're like, it's called a Fetty Wap when they do that. I'm like, good to know.
What in the Cardi
Good to know.
B?
Yeah, that's actually the lingo that someone came up with, and it just somehow stuck. And I'm like, oh, neat. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna do that. I'm not gonna hang around this place anymore. And that was like right around the same time I was like, I'm gonna close down my store because I don't feel like getting into fights with homeless people anymore, and like having full blown fights with them where they're pulling like wrenches and machetes and fucking knives on me all the time.
Machetes? Where do they even get those? They can have
Yeah.
machete before they even have a house.
Dude, they buy them at Lowe's or they get somebody to buy it for them at Lowe's because you don't even need an ID sometimes. Like just go into Home Depot or Lowe's and just say, yeah, I want that. And they'll just buy it. Like I've seen people with Gerber machetes, baby machetes, long fucking machetes. There was one dude who was like going around my block for a solid week straight with just a baseball bat and a machete and just riding on his bike. And he was just like mean mugging people.
That's
I'm like,
wild. Nah.
yeah, that was pretty normal when I was a store owner. We'd have people trying to camp outside my shop, like right on the street. And I would tell them to take a hike, and they'd be like, "I ain't gonna go, and you better do something about it right now." And sometimes, yeah, that wasn't fun. That was an interesting time. And so I was just like, I'm done. I don't need this anymore in my life. I'm pretty happy,
Yeah.
just working at this other place and being content. So yeah, that was some of my stories.
I don't
right
think
there.
anybody wants to be around dozens of homeless every day. I know. The church I'm at usually has homeless campsites around it.
All right, I forgot you go to church.
Yeah.
Are you a regular church goer or
Yeah, my
are you
mom
like
works
a
on the
weekend?
computer. Yeah, Chloe would know.
Okay, so that's pretty interesting. I think I've only been to church like once or twice in my life, but I'm pretty secular. I don't really believe in anything. I know it sounds a little bit weird.
Eh.
And
There's
I
like
mean,
trans people and like even non-religious people went there. They don't care.
I'm
They're
all
just
for
happy
trans,
you
right?
went.
I remember like one of the very first trans events that was ever held in my town was actually at my store. So it was pretty cool.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I remember one of the first speakers that we saw there was a really, really kind trans woman. I remember her very, very fondly. I don't remember her name because I'm always terrible with names. Like, I don't remember either one of your guys' names off the top of my head. You've said it once, but I just failed to remember. I probably will
Yeah,
never
my name
remember,
is
honestly.
weird. My name is Haruka.
Haruka?
Yeah, Haruka.
Haruka. Yeah, that sounds like one of the words for 7 that I know.
Hmm.
Like, if you want, I can actually
It means
count
spring
all the way
flower.
up to. If you want, I can count up to 10 in one of the local languages of this region.
Hmm.
You hear what that actually sounds like?
Yeah, sure.
That's 1. Otiko. That's 2. Tolokot. That's 3. Oisha. That's 4. Mahoka. That's 5. Demoka. That's 7 or 6. My bad. Demoka. Awinta. 8. Elewa. That's 9. And then Naacha. That's 10.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what that sounds like. That's always pretty fun whenever I
the
get
name of
to
the
flex
said
that
language?
skill.
Or
I
remember?
don't know if they'd be happy with me. I don't know if they'd be happy with me saying it online because I've been told by some of the elders that it's like you're not really allowed to tell people you know this. And I was kicked out of the language program because I'm not their particular race.
That's weird.
Yeah, they kicked me out for being white. But it's the language of the people of Yosemite National Park. I'll just say that right
Oh.
now. And I also know my colors. I gotta say like all the different colors. That was always pretty fun. And then I could even say different animals. That was always pretty fun. Like dog is chuku. If you want to say that's my dog, you'd say chukunti. That means that's my dog. Like
I see.
chukunti.
Pronunciation shouldn't be too hard for me because the accent.
Oh, here's a weird one for you. So, I actually do know other Native American languages. One is Choctaw, and the other day I was explaining to I can't remember who it was. I think it was a tourist. Some of the different colors in Choctaw, and I got to the color blue, and they freaked the fuck out. They're like, "Oh my gosh, I know that character," and I'm like, "What? There's a character with that? You want to hear the color blue in Choctaw?
Yeah.
Oh, Chaco.
Yeah, I don't recognize my character off the top of my head.
Yeah, anyway, they were like freaking out about that. They were like, "Oh my gosh, that's the name of a character from my favorite anime." I'm like, "Oh fuck, I didn't know it was Japanese."
That probably explains it. I don't really watch anime. I only watch like Horimiya and I watch Horimiya with Koi. And we were also watching like some other ones, I forget.
I rarely watch TV. Most of the time I'm on YouTube or just
same.
doom scrolling on Twitter or Blue Sky, because I just recently got a Blue Sky account to see what all the hubbub was about for that.
I might go on Blue Sky because I don't know. I feel like it's a better environment for artists in general. Besides, like my main reason is AI stuff. I know my work will be trained on AI anyways, but I just like in general it's a better environment than Twitter for artists.
Yeah, I just use my store name.
I was gonna try to make a Weibo account, but no.
I have no idea what Weibo is.
It's Chinese Twitter.
Well, that actually sounds like it'd be really fun. I know how not PC the Chinese are, so they'd probably have some really spicy takes.
Yeah, Chinese Genshin community is something else.
I remember somebody the other day was telling me about how a bunch of weird fuckers from China were actually trying to buy Ukrainian women to use as wives. That was pretty fucked up.
That was a thing?
That was actually a thing, yes. Apparently that was a big fucking deal. I was like reading it, I'm like, this can't be real. And they're like, no, this is definitely real. Like, I think it was one of my fucking Belarusian friends told me about that. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And they're like, no, this is real. I'm like, oh, fuck me. Yeah, I have lost faith in humanity just knowing that.
Yeah, there's Japanese women who use foreign men for green cards, so I can't really be saying that shit.
I mean, that just sounds like any group of people from anywhere. Like, I know this one lady who came in from Nicaragua. She straight up fucking bought, sold, and paid for her husband. Fuck, she pulled that dude through the ringer. I felt bad for that guy. She's from Nicaragua, though. And she straight up just took him for all he's worth. I think she even got his house, too, when she divorced him. But she used him for a green card.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's like one of the only situations that I've ever seen for that. Then there was another time where we have like this one Ukrainian lady.
Yeah.
I don't know if she was a green card marriage, but I do know that she married a guy in my hometown, and now she owns a salon in my hometown. It's an interesting place, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I bet it is an interesting place.
Yeah.
I think my one of my uncles, it's my stepdad's nephew, I don't know what you would call that. But yeah, he used to have a wife who was from Cambodia. And I think she used him for a green card. But they divorced because she had a gambling addiction.
Yes, the old gambling addiction. I have met plenty of homeless people who that's all they did every fucking day of the week was sit on their cell phones. Oh man, that must be a well-paying job actually, because that's some hard shit. Like if you've ever tried to do seamstress work, like I've done it before, it is terrifying how hard that stuff actually is. It looks easy when you see them doing it at first, and then
making clothes before, but I was back when I like didn't really know what I was doing. Like I can make stuffed animals really good, but clothes, you're alone on that one.
It's like I can make what's called a capote, which is essentially a blanket coat. I learned how to do that a while ago, and I also know how to make moccasins. I know how to make at least 7 different styles of moccasin because, believe it or not, every single tribe in the United States actually has their own signature style of moccasin, and you can actually tell each of the tribes apart just by their moccasins alone.
Oh,
And that's how a majority of tribes actually got their names. Like the Cheyenne got it because of the little like tassels that hang off their moccasins. The Blackfeet got theirs
I feel
because
like
they look
part of
black
that
on the soles of their
inspired
feet.
Natlan and Genshin because it's based off of Native American tribes and stuff and Aboriginal people.
I mean, there's actually a lot of characters in Genshin I'm noticing that are based off of Native American tribes. You got Kachina. It's based off the
Yeah.
Kachina dolls, which is what my VTuber avatar is gonna probably look like if I ever get around to finishing that fucking thing.
Oh, really? You
Yeah,
want to become
I'm
a
terrible with
VTuber?
technology.
Give me your money!
Well, I honestly thought of it because I see it as an interesting platform to try to help people, right?
Yeah.
Like that would be the only reason I do it is to essentially promote different things like various charities or like American Indian causes that are going on where a lot of kids are pretty much living in poverty or living below the poverty line.
Oh,
I'd actually like to
yeah.
help those
A
kids
lot of
out
my native
in any
friends
way I can.
are not rich,
Right.
let's just say.
Yeah, it's like I want to help the Native American community out as much as possible because I genuinely love any and everything Native American, and I, really want to be a good ally. And I think that that is a great way to do it. And so, if you could say, figure out a way to make donation streams where you donate to various Native American tribes to help fund education programs and actually build communities that are
Yeah, I had been
struggling,
to
right? Like that's the only
native
reason I do it.
reservations before. It's bad over there.
Yeah, they're horrifying. Dude, they're
Like I looked
fucking
at the
abysmal
schools, I was
places to
like,
be.
just
I'm
one measly building. It's like sad to look at.
yeah. Yeah.
That was in
So you've seen
Hemis,
what I've
though.
seen. It's like
I went to
and
Hemis,
it's
I
like
went
I
to the
hate looking
Pecos,
at
I've
that. I
been,
want
yeah,
them
it's awful over there.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, like the freaking rancherias out here in
Yeah, it's
California.
beautiful, but it's
It
like,
is just
in terms
sad.
of like living there, it doesn't seem great.
And that's one of the only things that I'd actually want to do if I became a VTuber is try to help those communities out. I don't give a fuck about being famous or being rich. I just want to make sure that I can actually like help people who are really struggling,
Real.
right? And I see it as the perfect platform to do so,
I
right?
feel like people
And
are
it's like
in
if I
it
can
for the
make them $1
money
million
alone. I
or
just think
even
are in
10.
it for the wrong reasons.
For me, I just see it like as I already said, it's the perfect platform to help people. And I don't know how many people actually want to do that.
Yeah, I want to get around to doing that once I get like a monetization.
That would be cool. I mean,
Yeah,
if you
because
ever
after you get
do that,
monetized
I'd
and put
probably
ads
try
on
to
your
help
videos, you
get in
can put
touch with some.
charities on your stuff. If you haven't noticed.
Yeah. I mean, hell, if you actually want to work on that, I could probably get in touch with, some of the local tribes in your area and then set up charity streams for them or whatever else they'd probably want to do, like fundraisers to help buy new books for the schools or repairs or, maintain cultural heritage sites, right? That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's your channel, your rules.
That would be a better idea to do that once she's more popular, though.
Yeah.
Same as she was saying. Yeah. That's like one of the first things I was thinking of. But yeah, it's like that would be my main goal with that kind of type of streaming career. Is only for charity, not for myself.
That'd be a good idea.
Right. But if I can't get this fucking avatar creation thing to work, it's a pain in my ass. Like
I
all these like
use
CAD
Life
programs are
2D
so
Cubism.
alien. Life to what is it called? Hold on, let me
Oh,
write this down.
live 2D
I'm gonna get
Cubism,
out
as
the
in
old
live
pen and
stream.
paper. I've never
What are
heard
you
of that.
using?
I think you've probably mentioned it once.
Yeah. That's what I use for my
Just
avatar.
free CAD.
Oh, I've
Right
never
now, I'm
heard
just
of it.
going hard mode and using. I just use FreeCAD. It's like a CAD software that you can make things
Yeah.
on.
Eh.
Yeah,
Very surprised
I
you're
hate
using
it.
it.
It's abysmal. Yeah, I found it online. I was just asking, hey, what's the cheapest thing I could use? Because I can't afford to buy
I
like
know
the really big
cracks.
brand ones like Fusion. Crags, spell that for me real quick. Crags, Krags.
Oh no, I said I found cracks, like as in like pirated software. I know how to get it for
Oh,
free.
I've never heard the term. Oh, cool. Yeah, post that on the Discord so that YouTube doesn't block you for saying how to get it for free because I know it's against TOS on YouTube.
What?
It's like stupidly easy to crack a Life 2D though.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I've never
You
even
literally
heard
just
of
need to
crack
replace
before. That's a
one
new
file,
thing.
like find the new file and replace the old file with the new file, and it should.
Are you still there? That's weird. Hold on, what just happened? Yes, dog. What do you want? I know. I hear them too. They're the coyotes. They're howling. Yes. Are you guys there? Or did I lose you?
Yeah, we're here. At least I am.
That's weird. It's like she just cut out all of a sudden. I'm like, oh fuck. I hope nothing bad happened to the stream. Yeah, right now I'm just writing down some stuff
Seems
with my
to
pen and
still
paper.
be there. Her Discord might have died.
I'm not on. Ah. Ixma means I know. Like, here's a good one for you. This is the word for water. Reactor. Means like that's water pretty damn good. I'll have a blue Christmas without you. That song's like in my head right now because it was playing over the radio earlier this morning. I'll be so blue this Christmas without you. I don't remember the words.
Can you hear me now?
To the song
I don't know what the hell
about
happened.
at this point in the verse.
Okay, can you hear me now? I don't know what the hell happened. Do you like
I can hear
opera?
just
I
fine.
like Chinese opera.
What happened?
I have no clue. It just decided to die.
It was probably the government shutting you down because you're delivering trade secrets. That's a horrifying joke.
Now, if the government caught me on something, it would be, Benny Rolls has been arrested and euthanized and had a lobotomy.
Well, euthanization and lobotomy are totally different practices.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah, that was a
Yeah, they
cringy
figure out how to do
use
both
of a
of those
meme right
things
there.
on me. Oh, Roy's streaming right now.
Yeah.
No.
Who?
Oh, one of
Oh.
my VTuber friends or acquaintances, Roy, he's streaming. Italian opera is beautiful. I bet it is.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Chinese opera is one of my guilty
Italian
pleasures.
opera? Did you say? Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. I like the fight scenes in Chinese operas. Those are kick ass.
Pun intended.
One
A
of
lot
my
of my
favorite
work is
styles
inspired
of
from
entertainment.
like Chinese culture. So if you couldn't tell, Chinese and Japanese culture, at least like Chinese and Japanese artists.
Yeah, I can definitely see the resemblance there.
Yeah. Like, and also in a
Yeah,
lot of
it's like my
Chinese
favorite
work, the
kind of-
colors are more gentle.
Yeah, I agree. Um, kind of like what was it? Like Osage artwork is similar.
Yeah.
They really like their like very muted tones. Or like if you ever look at like 1800s crow style paintings, they're all muted. They got some really nice use of pastel colors.
Yeah, I like using bright colors sometimes, but I prefer like more muted colors.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Um,
post my
like
Mr. Rika
from
drawing in
your what?
the art channel. Sorry, in my Discord.
Oh, nice. Man, I gotta post some new stuff on the art channel. The other day, I made a Guam style sling stone. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I
actually
know that
holding
there's.
it in my hand. I would make a video. I would make a video of me actually making it, but I'm pretty sure you don't want to hear this for about an hour straight.
I mean, some people would. You'd be surprised.
Yeah, there's ASMR for that type of stuff, funnily enough, which means people find it calming, or some people do at least.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Like I spent a solid hour straight stone on stone percussion, just packing the damn thing into
Did
shape.
you know there's
That
ASMR
was
of like
exhausting.
the
It hurt
most
my wrist.
random shit? Like here, I'll send you one.
Yeah,
Oh, I've
there's
listened to ASMR. It freaks me out. I hate ASMR with a passion.
yeah, it's an interesting thing, but yeah, there is ASMR for like bashing rocks against each other and playing with rocks and stuff like that.
I'm sorry. What the fuck? Really?
Yeah,
People watch that shit?
yeah, and they find a lot of people enjoy
Like
watching
people.
it or sleep to it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
What?
here, I'll send you
You broke
this
my
one.
brain. What?
Yeah, people I'm not joking, people actually enjoy that, and a lot of people, or at least some people, will actually fall asleep to that. They find it calming.
My mom and dad say sometimes, I will pay you money to stop doing that because it's so fucking annoying to them. When
Well,
it's
I
just like
mean,
you're tapping two stones together for a solid hour straight, just pecking basically stone bullets into shape.
well, if the people are willing, like, what you have to think about is if people are willing to pay you to stop, there are also people who are willing to pay you to continue.
Yeah. Soul food is amazing. What is soul food?
That's
Like
actually
ghosts are eating them?
soul food is um let me actually explain what soul food is. I grew up on this shit. I love soul food.
Oh.
So soul food is essentially food of the black community. It comes from like the time of
Oh.
slavery, right? When they were basically given leftovers and scraps from the masters, and they basically had to cobble together meals out of what was essentially just leftovers and throwaways that they were able to get their hands on. And so what had happened was you get all these weird fucking exotic ass dishes with like collard greens and like shredded chicken mixed with like bull testicles and shit like that. Like you'll see that a lot. Or
Yeah.
better yet, one of my favorite types of soul food ever invented in the whole wide world. And I swear I want this for the rest of my life if I did not become morbidly obese. It would be chicken and waffles. That is like the most divine soul food creation I have ever had in my life. I love chicken and waffles
It sounds really
so
good
much. It
actually.
is the best thing on the planet. It is. It's basically fried chicken with waffles, and you
I
eat
eat
the two
pickles with
together
garlic
at the same
salt.
time.
Get real. Just kidding.
I mean, my grandfather used to put sardines and anchovies in hot sauce and eat them straight.
Oh, that would cause my lips to puff up.
Yeah, yeah. My apparently that's actually a really common dish for like Central Valley, California. Is like to hear about people
Mm.
just like taking either sardines or anchovies straight out of the can and eating them like French fries dipped in ketchup in Tabasco sauce.
Mm. There's a lot of spicy things I want to
Like
eat, but
that's
I
super.
can't.
Oh man, if we ever met up in person, I'd probably like make you one of my favorite things, which is chorizo and eggs. You and Koi would love that.
Oh, My favorite way to eat eggs is like I scramble them, make them like creamy scrambled, not spongy, or like medium boiled.
Yeah, the way I normally do it the way I normally do it is I take the chorizo, I cook that first, and then I add the eggs to it, and then that will soak up the majority of the grease from the chorizo,
Mm.
and then you mix the two together until they're like a slurry, and then it's basically like a cream that you put into a tortilla, wrap it up into a burrito, and then eat it.
Hmm.
And then for
That
me,
sounds
I always
pretty
put
good.
jalapenos in it because I love jalapenos. It is. It's great. I eat it with black coffee. I drink black coffee and I eat that, and it's amazing.
I
And I do that for
make
breakfast.
like Starbucks ish coffee. I made koi
I
one
make
time.
Eh,
oh, that's pretty cool. I like just mostly black coffee. Like if you were to ever meet me in person, you would just see me banging on rocks all day, sitting on the ground, drinking black coffee and eating straight jalapenos.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah, I
like
have
one
the
of my favorite
diet
things to
of like a
snack on is just
4-year old.
jalapenos. Yeah,
Like,
I had
yeah.
recently gotten into eating jalapenos, but before then I was a really picky eater.
Yeah, 90% of the time you'd find me
It was like
eating
I grew up.
chicken nuggets or vegetable chips or
Hey, those are
fruit.
great. I have nothing wrong with that. It was like those taste awesome, and they're easy to cook. They're easy to buy, and nobody really bats an eye when you do it because, to be real, I'm pretty damn sure everybody who says it's childish to
Yeah.
eat that probably
And
eats it
buttered rice.
secretly, and they just don't tell anyone. Rice, like I
Rice
eat
with
Mexican
butter.
rice or rice with yeah, I do that. I've done that ever since I was a kid. We'd put rice with butter, or sometimes I'd mix rice with egg and eat that. Like that
I
was something
actually
I grew up
I
eating.
rice with raw eggs. It's funny, Europeans and American, Canadian, Australian girls like foreigners, but Japanese girls only like Japanese guys. I personally
I'm sorry, what?
like. I was reading a chat. I do like Japanese guys, but I mostly
For
find
me,
myself falling for foreign men. It's weird.
I mean, for me, I just don't really care. That's never really been a thing to me. I've
Yeah, I
genuinely
don't really
never
care
really cared about
either. Like, I
race.
have
I
my
don't know why people are so.
preferences. I don't care.
No, it's like it's kind of disturbing to me that people genuinely give a shit about like what race you are. I'm like, you don't really like look at somebody for who they are as a person, right?
Yeah.
Like, Koi, what's your opinion on this? I'm kind of curious to know what your thought is on this one.
Oh, sorry. What my brain like shut off for a solid
Oh,
minute.
we were talking about people like only
Oh,
being
it's
into
all right.
certain races.
Oh, like
Yeah, I always thought that was weird.
Yeah.
kinks and stuff. Yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah, I never under.
I mean, I just might sound weird, but like some people have reasons for certain races. Like for example, this will sound weird, but let's just say some races have a higher chance of having a bigger dingling than other races. So a lot of stuff for that race.
Oh, if you're talking about the black myth, that's a myth. Like I can pretty much attest to the fact that that's a myth.
Well,
Same
yeah, but just
here.
because it's a myth doesn't
I
mean
don't want to
people
get into
won't.
that though.
Yeah, but people will still believe it, even
I
if it is a
mean,
myth.
yet again, it's just how people are. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
go into detail about any of this shit. As a matter of fact, it's kind of an uncomfortable conversation when that is brought up because it's like, what? Right? I
Sorry.
don't even know why people even care about that in the first place. No, it's fine. It's
Yeah.
just like I don't even know why that's
I've
even
met
a
a few
fucking
people who
issue
do
that
care
people
about
have.
that, but I
Like
do not feel like
shouldn't
mentioning that.
it's like shouldn't you just love the person for who they are and how they make you
Exactly.
feel, not
I love
about
Quay for who he is.
what
I
they
don't care
have.
about what he is.
See?
Yeah. I
See,
love
it's
Haruka for the
exactly
way
the
she
point
is.
that I always it's like the thing that I always tell people about. It's like just oh my fucking gosh, it's like I listen to a bunch of people who like got brainwashed on that like fucking manosphere shit, like Andrew Tate. Like I know some
Oh,
fuckers who watch
hell nah.
Andrew Tate every fucking day and think he's the Lord. I'm not kidding. They fucking think this guy is like the second coming of Jesus or some shit. And I'm like, look,
Yeah.
if you're fucking If
No,
you're
he's
really
the
looking
second
for a
coming of
girlfriend, look for
Bugatti
someone
Haver.
who's. I fucking hate Bugattis. I hate cars in general. I hate fucking cars. Sports cars make me sick. Fucking sports car killed my fucking cousin, so they're not my
Mm.
favorite thing in the world.
I like
But yeah,
cars,
as I
but
was
sports
saying before
cars are
about this,
a
it's like,
little too weird looking for me.
all right, it's like the thing that I always tell people is look for somebody who's gonna be your best friend for the rest of your life. That is the one thing that I always tell people who are looking for a wife is look for the very best friend you will ever have in your entire life, who is a woman, and there you go. There you go. That's pretty much it.
Yeah,
It's like, am I wrong?
not really. Some people are better off as friends
Oh
than
man.
lovers. It's weird. Like, I used to date like my female best friend, but wasn't for like too long. Like we're really compatible as friends, but not so much as lovers. I think it depends on the person
Okay,
and the
that's a
other
fair point.
person. Yeah,
That is a very fair argument.
like being coy are like really
But
compatible, like both as friends and as
Yeah.
lovers.
see,
So
that's don't go too much into detail on that, but I get
mm-mm.
you.
No, I
Yeah.
won't.
But yeah, that's good. I don't want to hear any of that. So yeah, but you're right. Right. It's like sometimes you will find people who are going to be your friend and that's good and all, but then you're looking for something else. I see that. Any input, Koi?
What? Sorry, my brain turned off again.
Oh, we're talking about people being
Oh, you're
compatible
fine.
with each other.
Oh yeah. But honestly, it's an interesting topic, to be
American
honest. But
Girl
it's
sex
also
stories
a
because they're so mysterious.
it's just a like I don't know how to explain it. Like, God, my brain's just not functioning.
All right, I get that. It's probably because you're, I don't know, tired. Is the best idea.
Yeah, I'm
No,
also
it's
not
because he's
used to
not at
talking
my.
to.
It's because he's not at my house on God.
Yeah. Also,
Makes sense. He's low on the power supply.
yeah. I'm also just not used to talking to more than one person anymore. Antisocial
Makes sense.
poker.
Yeah. I've kind of been forced over 10 years of retail to learn how to talk to people effectively.
Yeah.
Mm. I
Mm-hmm.
remember guys told me that. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's always pretty funny the type. Like I
Sorry,
got
I
some
was
pretty
reading the
funny
chat.
retail stories if you guys want to hear.
Sure.
It was like I always get people who come in to try to sell me shit all the time. And like, what was it? Somebody came in with it was like some sort of gold chain. Yeah, it was a gold chain of some sort.
Average
And he's like,
Californian
"Yeah, this is
behavior.
real." Right. Yeah, it was he's like, "Yeah, this is a real gold chain." Keep in mind I know my shit when it comes down to precious metals. So I spit on it and then I rub my fingers against it until my fingers turn green. And I'm like,
Wait
"Yeah,
a
this is
minute.
not real. See my fingers are green?" And he's like, "Fuck you. I know what's real. You probably put paint in your fingers or something." I'm like, "No, they just turned green from the chain. I can show you again." He's like, "No, no, no, fuck. I can go to a better place than this. I could go to a better place." And then often,
Aha.
like, you'd always see people going like, "Yeah," I'd be like, "Yeah, you have fun with that." And then sometimes you have people come into my place thinking that it's a totally different store. They're like, "Is this the video game store?" I'm like, "No, that's down the block." They're like, "Well, map says it's a video game store." And I'm like, "Your map is wrong." Yeah, that was also pretty fun because we have people coming in my store all the time trying to like sell video games, consoles. We'd have people coming in with all manner of shit. Like you probably name it, I'd probably say yeah or no.
Some type of freaky shit.
Um, Not gonna go into too much detail, but abso-fucking-lutely.
Lovely. Sounds like a lovely, lovely thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty fun. Yeah.
I have seen
That's all for
some
my stories
wild
for now. I
shit.
don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to, shoot out too many of my stories in one conversation. Maybe the next time I get on chat and talk to all y'all, I'll tell you some more of my stories from life.
Alrighty. I'm down to hear them. I think by far you're one of my most
Man.
interesting viewers. Anyways, that'll be it for this live stream, everybody. I hope you have a